Welcome. Welcome back for the second day of video lesson. Sorry I'm not there, guys, but I'm hoping that you are able to listen and take notes on your own and do the homework. Today we're going to talk about using probability to make the fair decisions. And if you have any siblings, you know all your life, your parents had to deal with an issue that things were not fair and you always wanted things to be fair. So today you're going to learn how to make things fair in the world around you. So awarding a prize to a random winner, and we're going to look at different scenarios and we're going to talk about it. So suppose you and a friend share the same amount of pizza and are down to the last slice. If you both want that slice, what are the possible solutions would you have? Okay, so think a moment and think about what solutions would you have. If you're stronger and quicker, maybe you will eat that last piece. Or if you're a true friend, you guys will figure out a way to share that last piece. So maybe you will flip a coin. You will play rock, paper, scissors. Or you would ask someone to cut it in half. Okay, so there's a couple different scenarios. Would it be fair to have one person cut the pizza slice into two slices and then choose which side they want? So in other words, would it be fair if you cut the piece in half and then you choose who gets which half? And so of course, if from your childhood you can probably argue that this is not fair, you could cut unevenly and then choose bigger piece. In your favor, right? So explain whether each method of awarding a prize is fair. So we're going to look at different scenarios and we're going to say, hey, this is fair, this is not fair, or why. The sponsor of an event wants to award a door prize to one attendee. Each person in attendance is given a ticket with a unique number on it. All of the numbers are placed in a bowl and one is drawn at random. The person with matching number wins the prize. So what would you say? Is this a fair scenario? Yes, it's fair. And the reason it's fair, this is something you want to keep in mind, because each person, and I'm going to write it in red because this is what you're going to use as an explanation on the test. This is going to be your justification. Each person has equal chance of being chosen. So this is going to be a generic explanation. Every time you're on a test or you're explaining, hey, this is fair, and they say why, justify, explain, you would say each person has equal chance of being chosen. Two finalists shoot free throws to decide who wins the grand prize. Is this fair? And if you're a good basketball player, then you would say absolutely it's fair. But if you have never played basketball in your life and you have to make the shot, you would think it's not fair. So remember, each person has to have equal chance of being successful. So this would be not fair. And this win depends on basketball skill. Free throw skills. Okay, fundraiser includes a raffle in which half of the money collected goes to charity and the other half goes to one winner. Tickets are sold for $5 each. Copies of all the tickets are placed in a box, and one ticket is drawn at random. The person with the matching ticket wins the raffle. So is this fair? And the answer would be yes, this is fair. Why is it fair? Each ticket has an equal chance of being chosen, and what happens to the person who buys more tickets? Of course, the person who buys more tickets has a better chance of winning. So, person who bought more tickets has better chance of winning. But the bottom line is that everybody has equal chance of being chosen. Okay, so let's go. We're going to learn a little bit about probability. Hopefully that will clarify your issues with probability in prior years. Decide whether each method is fair. Way to choose a winner. Explain your answer by evaluating each probability. You draw a card from a deck of cards. By the way, how many cards are in a deck? Deck has how many cards? Those of you who have never played cards. Deck has 52 cards. Mary wins if the card is red, and Riley wins and the card is black. So those of you who haven't been card players, you have red cards, black cards, and half and half. So probability that Mary wins is, we have 26 red, so red over 52, so that's 26 over 52, which is 1/2. And probability that Riley wins, he gets black out of 52, which is 26 out of 52, which is 1/2. So is this fair? This is fair. They both have equal chance to win. Okay, both equal chance to win. Okay, you draw a marble from a bag that contains 10 blue, 15 green marbles. Mary wins if the marble is blue. Excuse me. Riley wins if the marble is green. So let's see if we can set up the probability. So probability that Mary wins, she has, Mary wins, the marble is blue. So blue, and blue is 10 out of the total marbles is, so total is 25, right? 10 plus 15 is 25. So 10 out of 25 is blue, which is 2/5 or 0.4. Probability that Riley wins, Riley chooses green. So that's 15 out of 25 or 3/5 or 0.6. So this would be 40%, this would be 60%. And is this fair? And the answer would be not fair. Who has a bigger chance of winning? Riley has a better chance of winning. Okay, next scenario. Each month a company wants to award a special parking space to an employee at random. Describe a fair way to do this. Include a way to ensure that a person doesn't win a second time before each employee has won once. Describe a fair way of choosing a winner for this prize. So one way we can do it, remember I talked to you about random sampling. So random assignment, random sampling. So what we can do is all employees assigned number, put numbers in hat, draw name number out of hat. And what's important at this point? So if we draw the name or the number out of the hat and then we put that back into the hat, then that person has a chance of winning again. But the stipulation is to ensure that a person doesn't win a second time before each person wins once. So once they draw a name number out of the hat as a winner, then the important part is we would, after drawing, we would remove ticket from hat. In other words, after drawing, we would take the ticket out and then keep drawing and removing tickets until last person wins. And then we would put the names in a hat again and start over again. Okay, let's go to the next page. We're going to solve real-world problem fairly. You can use a random number generator to choose a winner of a prize. Use a problem-solving plan. We're going to analyze the information, formulate a plan, solve, justify, and evaluate. Class of 24 students sold 65 magazines subscriptions to raise money for a trip. As an incentive to participate, you will award a prize to one student in the class. Miri sold 5 subscriptions, Liam sold 2, and Maddie sold 0. Describe a method of awarding the prize fairly. Use probability to explain why your method is fair for students listed. And so we need to make it fair. We also need to take into consideration how many magazines does each student sell, and how many magazines total did we sell. So where is this? Okay, here it is. So we'll start. We have 65 magazines that were subscribed. So we are going to assign numbers 01 through 65. 01 because we want to have 2 digits, so they have to match. So each student that's my refrigerator going crazy. I have no idea what's happening. Each student gets as many numbers as sold subscriptions. Okay. And then you draw a winner number out. So draw a winner number out. So probability that Miri sold 5 subscriptions, so it will be 5 out of 65, which is 0.077. So Miri sold 5 tickets, so 5 out of 65, which is 0.007. Who is next? Liam. Probability of Liam. Liam sold 2 tickets, so he would have 2 out of 65, or his probability is 0.031. And then we have Maddie, who sold 0, so it will be 0 out of 65, which of course is 0. So she has 0 probability of choosing the ticket. Okay. The next scenario, a charity is giving a movie ticket for every 10 codes donated. Jacob collected 8 codes, Ben collected 6, Ryan collected 15, and Zach collected 3. Ryan and Zach each collected 3. They decide to donate the codes together so that they will get 2 movie tickets. Describe how to use a random number generator to decide which 2 boys get a ticket. So we have, in this case, 20 codes. So 8, 6, and 3 and 3. So we will assign the number for codes 0, 1 through 20. Jacob sold 8 codes, so he would get 0, 1 through 08. Assign. Then we have, who is next? Ben. Ben collected 6, so that would be 0, 9 to 14. Ryan collected 3, so Ryan would be 15 through 17. And Zach